Are you ready ready, set, go? Hey, what's up? Damian here. Time to ready, set, go. I'm outside the Grand Bohemian Hotel here in Asheville, which is a really, really cool hotel. It's really, really neat looking. It's actually on two sides of the street, which is kind of cool. And why am I talking about hotels? Well, I'm talking about hotels because today I have a lesson for you and an action step that's going to be really, really cool. Walking the streets of downtown Asheville. I'm finishing up my my vacation this week, at least part of my vacation, having a great time here in Asheville with Charlene and Starbuck the dog, of course. And I have a lesson for you. Actually, I need first to tell you about an episode of SpongeBob I was watching because it really, really taught me a lot about what you need to be doing as a real estate investor. Seriously, I know it's going to sound crazy. SpongeBob, Damon? You watch SpongeBob? Yes, I watch SpongeBob. Okay. So here's the story, and it ties back to that hotel we were looking at. It's not about that hotel because I don't know anything about that hotel. It's really pretty. It's really cool looking. It's a great location, but that's all I know. Anyways, here's the story. So Krusty the Krab goes on vacation, right? He goes on vacation, and he goes to a hotel. When he gets back from the hotel, and he gets SpongeBob and Squidward aside, and he says, "Hey guys," well, I can't do SpongeBob, Squidward. That's how his voice is. Anyways, he goes, "We're gonna turn the Krusty Krab into a hotel." And SpongeBob and Squidward are like, "A hotel? What are you talking about? You know, Mr. Krab, what are you talking about?" And Mr. Krab explains it. He goes, "I just went on vacation. I stayed at this hotel. It was so expensive, and they charged me like $20 just for a normal hamburger. They just ripped me off. They charged me so much money for a normal hamburger. Imagine how much we can get if we turn this place, the Krusty Krab, into a hotel and sell Krusty Krab burgers. We could charge them so much money just to get a burger. Just think about it. If other people are doing that and overcharging, imagine how much more money we can do if we did the same exact thing." And so it's really interesting because Mr. Krab's plan, his whole plan for his business is like, well, some guy over there is overcharging and ripping people off. And so why can't we do the same thing? Because that would be a way for us to make money. Now, this is where we get to Ready, Set, Go, because I want to talk to you, new investors, old investors alike. How many times do we sit back and we hear about a way that real estate investing is being done, and all we think about is us. All we think about is, oh my goodness, that guy made money? That guy, took 20 cents on the dollar and of course I want to do that. It's about, if that guy can get that kind of deal and that guy can do that, I'll just do the same exact thing. And all we think about is us. All we are is like Mr. Krab and go, well, they're overcharging for burgers. I could do the same thing. I could repeat that business model. And that's just the wrong approach to real estate investing. Instead, you want to spin it around and you always want to say, how can I help a homeowner? How can I help a buyer? Because that's how you set yourself apart, and that's how you build a real estate investing business that lasts. And so what does this have to do with today? How are we going to tie it to Ready, Set, Go? Well, inside the Virtual Deal Factory, obviously, there are thousands of motivated buyer leads, and there are all kinds of buyer leads. There are regular traditional buyers. There are a lot of rent-to-own buyers. Some of them have very little money to put down. Some of them have decent money. Some of them, honestly, are extremely challenged buyers, and some of them just, can't buy traditionally, but are in a place where they can buy a good first starter home based upon the amount of money they have and the stable job they have. Okay? So here's what my assignment is for you for this week is I want you to find a buyer, which is very, very easy. Again, there's thousands of them inside Virtual Deal Factory right now. I want you to approach that buyer, and instead of you saying, well, here's how I know how to make money, so let me convince them that they should do this, I want you to approach a buyer, and I just want you to find out, hey, what is it you need, and what is the problem you're facing? And then I want you to find them a solution. And I want to pay close attention now, especially to the newer investors, especially if you've only made one deal, or maybe you haven't even done their first deal yet. Don't worry about breaking the bank. Don't worry about making a $50,000 deal. Forget that. In fact, if you make, be content to make 500 or 1,000. In fact, I'm going to say something that's probably blasphemous as a real estate in the real estate investing world. Be comfortable making nothing, especially if this is your first deal. Be comfortable making nothing. Do it just for the opportunity to help somebody, just for the experience, because that alone will open doors. When you help a homeowner, you could generate a testimonial, you can get experience, maybe you connect them with another investor who does have the property and who's a bigger investor, and now that investor's like, wow, I want to work with this guy, he knows how to bring a buyer and a deal together, whatever it is. But don't focus on you. Don't focus on the money. Don't focus on your pocket and your bank account. Don't be like Mr. Crab. Instead, ask yourself, how can I help someone? How can I make a difference for them in their situation? Okay? So again, this is a very, very easy ready, set, go. I know some of you are going to be a little bit scared, especially if you're new. You go, I can't, but Damian, I can't approach a buyer. I can't, even if all you do is approach the buyer, find out their situation, and then go in the virtual deal factory and find an investor who has a property or a program that can help them, and you make that connection, you make that hookup. And again, it doesn't have to be about breaking the bank. So many investors never get started or never realize the potential wealth because they want to hit a home run before they even make contact with the baseball. You can't swing for the fences your very first time or every single time. There's different times and places for everything. And the purpose of this Ready, Set, Go mission for this week is I want you, first of all, for every investor, I want you to get in the mindset of just how can I help someone? How can I help someone? Because let me tell you something. It doesn't matter when markets change. It doesn't matter when economy changes. When you're a person who knows how to help people and bring solutions together, you will always have a thriving business that just outperforms your competition and just lasts, okay? When you're that person that knows how to help people and bring solutions. So that's the first part of this mission. Again, is I want every investor out there to get in that mindset of how can I help someone? Don't be like Mr. Crab and say, well, that's how they made money, so how can me make money? No. Ask, how can you help someone else? And then especially for you new investors, going with the mindset of even if I don't make money on this deal, even if I make $500, $1,000, or I don't make anything, that's okay. The purpose of this mission is for you to take action. Again, with the virtual deal factory, there's no excuses. You have thousands of investors to connect with, thousands of buyers, thousands of deals. It's all sitting there. It's all ready. So there's no excuses of I don't know anybody. I don't have any contacts. Okay. Mark and I with the virtual deal factory, we pulled away those excuses and we kicked open the doors for you. So that's your Ready, Set, Go mission for this week. Hope you enjoy it. I'll see you later in the week here in downtown Asheville. And have a blessed day. And make sure to tune in every day, Monday to Friday, for the Virtual Deal Factory Daily. Brand new webisodes every day. See you later. God bless.